Bible verses that call us to love one another. Matthew 22 verses 36 to 40, Jesus was asked by an expert in the law, "Teacher, which is the greatest commandment in the law?" Jesus replied, "Love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment. And the second is like it, love your neighbor as yourself." All the law and the prophets hang on these two commandments. As we can see, we are commanded to love one another. Here are more scriptures to inspire us to love one another. John 13 verses 34 to 35, "A new command I give you, love one another. As I have loved you, so you must love one another. By this everyone will know that you are my disciples, if you love one another." 1 John 4 verses 7 to 8, "Dear friends, let us love one another, for love comes from God. Everyone who loves has been born of God and knows God. Whoever does not love does not know God, because God is love." 1 Peter 4 verse 8, "Above all, love each other deeply, because love covers over a multitude of sins." Colossians 3 verse 14, "And over all these virtues put on love, which binds them all together in perfect unity." 1 John 4 verses 16 to 19, "And so we know and rely on the love God has for us. God is love. Whoever lives in love lives in God, and God in them. This is how love is made complete among us, so that we will have confidence on the day of judgment. In this world we are like Jesus. There is no fear in love. But perfect love drives out fear, because fear has to do with punishment. The one who fears is not made perfect in love. We love because he first loved us. John 15 verses 12 to 13, "My command is this, love each other as I have loved you. Greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends." 1 Corinthians 16 verse 14, "Do everything in love." Romans 13 verse 8, "Let no debt remain outstanding, except the continuing debt to love one another, for whoever loves others has fulfilled the law." Ephesians 4 verses 1 to 2. As a prisoner for the Lord, then, I urge you to live a life worthy of the calling you have received. Be completely humble and gentle, be patient, bearing with one another in love. 1 Corinthians 13, verse 1 to 8 and 13. "If I speak in the tongues of men or of angels, but do not have love, I am only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy and can fathom all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have a faith that can move mountains, but do not have love, I am nothing. If I give all I possess to the poor and give over my body to hardship that I may boast, but do not have love, I gain nothing. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud. It does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails. But where there are prophecies, they will cease; where there are tongues, they will be stilled; where there is knowledge, it will pass away. And now these three remain, faith, hope and love. But the greatest of these is love." Galatians 5 verse 13, "You, my brothers and sisters, were called to be free. But do not use your freedom to indulge the flesh, rather, serve one another humbly in love." Luke 6 verse 31, "Do to others as you would have them do to you." 1 John 3 verse 18, "Dear children, let us not love with words or speech but with actions and in truth." 1 John 4 verses 11 to 12, "Dear friends, since God so loved us, we also ought to love one another. No one has ever seen God, but if we love one another, God lives in us and his love is made complete in us." Leviticus 19 verse 18, "Do not seek revenge or bear a grudge against anyone among your people, but love your neighbor as yourself. I am the Lord." 1 John 4 verse 20, "Whoever claims to love God yet hates a brother or sister is a liar. For whoever does not love their brother and sister, whom they have seen, cannot love God, whom they have not seen." Romans 12 verse 10, "Be devoted to one another in love. Honor one another above yourselves." 1 John 4 verse 21, "And he has given us this command, Anyone who loves God must also love their brother and sister. Don't forget to subscribe and share with your loved ones.